God bless you. Thank you for joining me this morning on Morning Nuggets. This is yours truly, Pastor Nate, and it is my absolute pleasure when I can come and speak to you. Preferably, friend, this video finds you exceptionally well. Let's get into it. Why are church members, preachers, or people with titles, why are they so caught up in titles? Let's go ahead and discuss that. Philippians 2:7, it teaches us that Jesus made himself of no reputation. In fact, it says in that same verse that he took on the form of a servant. Yes, that's right. Jesus was the Messiah. He was the King of Kings. He was the Lord of Lords. He was all of that. But he was not so caught up into that. Jesus' ministry, his mission was to serve the people. In essence, he got down in the trenches and got dirty. He wasn't concerned about a title. He was more concerned about the works. Yes, we have bishops in the Bibles, we have prophets, we have apostles, teachers, evangelists, and preachers. Of course, Ephesians say, he passed out those gifts. But we in today's church, in many cases, we're so hung up on the names. And in many cases, the work do not follow. A lot of us have these names, but they live something else. Many of us say that we're pastors, but are we acting like a pastor? Are we taking care of the sheep? Come on, somebody. There's work behind these names. Many of us call ourselves evangelists. Are we actually doing the work of an evangelist? Or we just want the name? In the Bible, Philip was an evangelist. But I saw nowhere in Scripture where they addressed him as Evangelist Philip. You see what I'm saying? Now, the Bible did say he was an evangelist, but I don't think that they attached a title to him when they addressed him. When God called Moses, Moses was a prophet. It said it even in Scripture. But I don't think when Jesus addressed Moses and called him, I don't think he said Prophet Moses. Jesus called Moses by his name, Moses, as he did many other women and men that he spoke to. He addressed them by their name. So friends, don't get caught up in the titles. Yes, as I stated, there are titles, but make sure if you are considered, one of the titles, make sure you have the work that follows. They call me Pastor Nate, but I go in and out of a lot of the gifts, the prophetic, the pastor, the evangelist, and all the others. But I don't care if you don't address me as such, right? Most of all, I am a servant of God. You can call me Brother Nate. You can even call me Nate if you want to. I know a lot of times we like to attach these titles to names for respect, because I do that. I address my pastor as pastor or apostle, for respect. But if I call you brother such and such or sister such and such, don't get all bent out of shape. I've done that before, and you may have done that before, where you addressed a pastor as brother, or you addressed an evangelist as sister or brother, or a prophet as brother or sister, or by their names, and they got all mad and bent out of shape, and they corrected you on the spot. They told you, no, my name is Prophet Jones, not Sister Jones. Or my name is Apostle Jones, not Brother Jones. Put the right name on it. Friends, when somebody does that, run. That means, in my opinion, you might disagree, they might want a little self-worship. Because that name is not important like that. That name is not going to get you into heaven. You need to make sure that you're doing the work. The main thing is make sure that your name is written in the Lamb Book of Life. You could call me Brother Nate. You could call me Nate. That doesn't make a difference. I know who I am, and I know whose I am. As long as I'm a servant of the Lord, that makes all the difference in the world. Paul said it as such. He said it in one of his letters. He said that we should walk worthy of the vocation in which ye are called. If you're called to one of those gifts or those office, prophets, apostles, teachers, or whatever, then you need to walk accordingly. Many people say they're pastors, they're prophets, but then their lifestyle and what they say out their mouth, there's a big gap, does not match. And that's a problem there. How can I call you pastor? Or how can I call you evangelist when your lifestyle says something else? Now, I don't claim to be perfect because I'm not perfect. But you got some people who are just blatantly living another way, but they're claiming to be the prophetess or the prophet or the pastor or the evangelist or the apostle. And Paul addressed that. He said, walk worthy of the vocation of those offices in which you are called. So don't get caught up in names. But if you do have a title, make sure you are walking the walk. I figured I'd bring this to you. Maybe you run into a situation where somebody had to correct you and told you, no, my name is pastor such and such, or bishop such and such, or apostle. Let me know in the comment section and let me know how you feel about it. Maybe you have a title. Maybe you want people to call you by that title. And then if somebody calls you any, other name or by your first name or sister, brother, you might get upset about it. Let me know how you feel about it. I'm open to. All I know is Jesus made no reputation of himself. He took on the form of a servant. And that's what we need to do. Friend, I pray this exhortation bless you this morning. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and support. Thank you for supporting this channel. In the meantime, in between time, be at peace and not in pieces. Till next time, my friend.